Hi Rachel, it's Jenny. I want to welcome you to my French room. So come on in. We'll start here with my French door hanger. It says, "I'm in Paris, come back later," but that's not true. I'm here, so come on in. Start the tour over here with my first French item. This is a painting that I did after my first trip to France. And I made it myself, so I'm really proud of it, and it's one of my favorite pieces. Then over here is my calendar, so every day, every month of the year, I get to see a different place in Paris, which is almost like being there. Next, above my TV, I keep a Toblerone, which just reminds me of France, because we eat them a lot in France. Got my champagne to go with my Toblerone if I want to pop some bubbly. Very French, I'm sure. My French flag and the European Union flag. Let's see what else. Of course, I have the fleur-de-lis here that sits above my books. This book is a really hilarious, funny book about French people, and it really makes me laugh and makes me think of times when I'm in France. So I really enjoyed this book. And this is My Life in France by Julia Child, another wonderful cook. Thank you. Over here, in this picture is the Pomme du Gard, as well as these two little children, my favorite little French children in France. These are the kids I was an au pair for, and yeah, they're the cute little kids, Ines and Hugo. Then we have here the Eiffel Tower lamp, and because I couldn't find a lampshade that I liked well enough to go on it, I made my own. So I decided that I'd write a little Paris in pink, and if it was pink and Paris, then it obviously belonged in my room. Next, this is one of my favorite pictures that I took myself, and it's from my window in my apartment in France, and so I keep it over here on the wall, and then it's kind of like I'm looking out my window in France, and I love it. This is the most random piece that someone gave me along the way. I don't know, these look like faucet knobs. I don't really know what it was originally used for. I use it to keep some jewelry on. But that's the best part about having an obsession, is people are always giving you things that you didn't ask for. It's not even my birthday, and someone just gave that to me because it was France. The Eiffel Tower, of course. Not quite as large as life, but this is another custom design by Jenny Ulicki. Like I said, it's hard to find things that are French and pink. So I made my own curtains, and I've got my little French poodle and my Eiffel Tower, and yeah, those are one of a kind. You can't buy those curtains just anywhere. Next, of course, my desktop. Obviously, a picture I took of the Eiffel Tower. I've got some pictures over here that are a little smaller. You can see them a little bit. And then this little guy of the Eiffel Tower, I bought on my first trip to France, and I take it everywhere with me. Even when I lived in Mexico, I took it with me. Even when I went back to France, I still took it with me. So this guy goes everywhere, and I have the same little guy on my desk at work. So always have the Eiffel Tower. Here's another Jenny Ulicki original. This was a t-shirt that I bought from my second trip to France, and I made it into a pillow because I didn't want to wear it, and I wanted a pillow, so I made my own pillow out of it. The big Eiffel Tower at night, beautiful. It's just lovely to look at when I come in my room. Just another poster over there someone gave me. And then down here I have all my pictures, my favorite pictures that I've taken myself during all my trips to France. So most of them are the Eiffel Tower, but definitely other things, Bordeaux, around Paris, Corsica. But I would say the most French thing about my room is the guy behind the camera. It was one of my 3 French roommates. When I came moving to Boston. I was looking for an apartment, and I saw many, many apartments, and one of them had 3 French guys living in it. I thought, that's for me. But then the thing that I was most nervous about was that when I moved in and I had all this stuff, that I was so nervous that they were going to think I was the biggest weirdo, and they were going to be like, okay, this girl's got to go. So, like, the first month, I kept my door shut, and I wouldn't let them in, and if they knocked on the door, I would shut it right behind me, and I thought they were like, she's a weirdo, she's a weirdo. And then finally one of them saw it and was like, oh, the Eiffel Tower? And I said, yeah, okay, come in. And I showed them, I said, if you think I'm weird, I'll just move out, it's okay. And they're like, no, no, it's nice. And so I said, yeah, if you're ever homesick, you can come in my room, it'll be like being in Paris. And one of them goes, yeah, but in Paris there's only one Eiffel Tower. In your room there are many Eiffel Towers. So, but they're okay with it now, I think. And I really like living with 3 French guys. It's fun. So, thanks for coming and seeing my room, Rachel, and I'll see you soon. Bye.